Hi, it's Heather Curnew here, and I'm so glad you dropped in. This is a prophetic look at the year 2017. The Lord's been speaking to me for about, a good six weeks now about what's coming up. And as you know, October the 2nd of 2016 marked the Jewish New Year of 5777. Now, 5 is the number of grace. And 777, well, we know that 7 is very symbolic in Revelations, but 7 also represents the completion of with God, union with God. It also represents the sword, which means that things are going to be cut off, that things that have been holding us back are going to be cut off. 7 also represents the authority, the protection, the reign of God over 7 continents. So it's all really great things. You know, the Lord spoke to me and he whispered the year of Jubilee. And we see the year of Jubilee clearly defined in Isaiah 61. It talks about the year of the Lord's favor. And it talks about all the wonderful things that happens in the year of Jubilee. Jubilee is a time of favor with God and with man, so that God is supernaturally depositing in you and through you. Now, and your inheritance is all there to be blessed so that you can be a blessing. Now, as you know, a Christian's journey is 3 separate paths. The upward journey, or the upward path, the inward path, and the outward path. God is going to touch each one of those paths. As we look up the upward journey, as we enter into his worship and his rest in ways we have never experienced before. In those moments, we're intense moments of rest. We're going to receive revelation, which we've never had before. And the mysteries and treasures of our God are going to be unfolded for each and every one of us, so that we can step into our identity and step into the inward journey, which is an understanding of who we are in Christ, an understanding of, we talk about our inheritance, but what is it? What is the inheritance of a son and a daughter of the Most High Living God? And we're going to recognize inside of us that there is the Lion of Judah and the meekness of the Lamb, that we're meant to reign. We're meant to go out and do something for our God. And he's going to give us the desires of our heart. Now, if you look in Isaiah 61, it talks about he has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim the freedom for the captives and release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn and provide for those who grieve. And you see, all this transpires within us. He blesses us so we can go out and bless others. He bestows on us a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, and the garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. And we are called the oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord, for the display of his splendor. And if you go down a little further, it talks about his people receiving a double portion, rejoicing in their inheritance, and that others see, others recognize that our God is true to his word and true to his children. This is a huge thing that's going to happen to as we travel upward path, inward path, and the outward path to impact our society with the love, the power, and the character of Jesus Christ, taking back what the enemy stole. I want to look at my notes. I don't want to miss anything. So much the Lord spoke to me. It's a supernatural power of God that's going to give us this. You can't earn this. The only thing you can pray is, Father, give me the eyes to see and the ears to hear what the Spirit is saying, so that you can step into your inheritance and your destiny, that you can see it all unfold. The other exciting thing is, because of the transformation, the intense transformation within each and every one of us, the infrastructure of the church is going to change. The fivefold ministry, and there's been lots of talk in the past about the fivefold ministry, the apostles, the prophets, the teachers, the pastors, and the evangelists. They will truly be called into their destiny to equip the saints. Because of personal transformation, there will be no more spirit of competition. There will be no more jealousy. The Davids that have been hiding in the cave are going to have the courage to come out of the cave, but they are going to be embraced by those outside the cave. You're going to see huge changes in relationships, and because of that, the infrastructure will change. You see, the purpose of the apostolic center will change. It won't be, let's train them. It will be, let's send them. So what do we have to do to send them? We have to train them. Do you see there's a difference? The focus is different, the motive is different, and the fruit will be different. And as we send the saints, the army rising up to take back the 7 mountains of society for the glory of God, that's all going to happen this year. This is an exciting year to be alive. Have patience, do not grow weary, and do not allow hope deferred to get the best of you. Warfare, spiritual warfare, will be very intense. The devil is very ticked off, and he knows what's coming. And so he's going to try to prevent it. But you are much stronger, and you are much wiser, and the one who is for you is much greater than some itty-bitty devil that's trying to stop you. I am so excited about this, and I could talk forever. But you know what? I'm going to stop now. Get ready for good things, popcorn surprises, and victory. High victories in every way. Because your God, your Daddy in heaven, has prepared you, and now it's time to go and do great things and let His glory flow through you. So listen to my January word and contact me. I love to hear from you. Just love it. And consider giving me a call sometime and having me come to visit you to train you up. Until then, bye-bye, and God bless.